If you purchase the standard slug retention machine, please note that it can be upgraded at any time to incorporate the microscope and tablet system by contacting DTC Products Incorporated. The speed stop, shown here in red, is now included as a standard feature on the SlugKeeper models. This stop has both a lower stop to control the depth of the groove down from the top of the die surface into the die cavity, as well as an upper stop with a screw for fine adjustment to control the amount that the grooving wheel comes out of the die cavity. This allows a shorter total distance of movement, resulting in even less time to put in the SlugKeeper groove than before. The top stop also can be used to make an undercut groove by stopping short of the top of the die cavity. Please note that, although the standard die machine shown during the instructional video may look different, it is the same machine, except for the speed stop and the red color on some features.
Congratulations on your recent purchase of DTC Products SlugKeeper machine. In the stamping environment, one of the biggest problems is slugs pulling during the production process. This small but significant problem can cause damage to both parts and the die. Slugs can also cause additional costs by the rejection of stamped parts and the painstaking process of sorting parts by hand. This machine will help eliminate the problem of slugs pulling during stamping operations by putting precise grooves at an exact angle into die openings, keeping slugs in the die opening where they belong. This allows you to keep your presses running, making you money. The portable slug retention machine can be used anywhere you need it, whether in a stamping press, in the tool room, or on a surface grinder. The SlugKeeper is easy to set up and gets the job done quickly and accurately. Step 1 is to select the proper slug retention grinding bit. Your new SlugKeeper machine comes with 3 Borzon wheels for all steels and 3 diamond wheels for carbide material. Grinding bits are 35 thousandths, 62 thousandths, and 93 thousandths diameter. Special wrenches, which are attached to the top of the SlugKeeper for easy retrieval, are used for installing the grinding bits. Depending on the material thickness you're stamping, choose the bit that's right. Then, to install the bit, loosen the screw knob and remove the 2 wrenches. Put the wrenches on the flats and loosen the screw. This will allow the current bit to slide out and a new one put in. Again, put the wrench on the flat, snug it with your fingers, and then tighten it with the wrench, locking it in position. Then take the 2 wrenches and place them back in the wrench holder position, screwing the knob back on. As you've seen, installing or replacing the grinding bit is simple and quick. Use the handy positionable LED light that comes with your SlugKeeper, as well as 2 attached lights to illuminate your grinding surface precisely. The second step in preparing to use the SlugKeeper machine is adjusting the air grinder height. Using the same wrenches used for the installation of the grinding bits, or just your fingers, to loosen the front knob. This will allow the air grinder to slide up or down so you can get the grinding wheel position close to the work pieces. Then, lock the grinder in place by using one of the wrenches to be sure the air grinder does not slide up or down during the grinding operation. Now you can fine-tune the stop position by using the side stop. Loosen the 2 screws and push the spring-loaded plunger head down until the wheel is into the opening at the desired depth. We recommend you go the full depth allowed on DTC Products grinding bit, approximately 3/16 of an inch deep. Now slide the stop against the plunger and hand tighten the screws. Check the stop position by pushing the plunger unit up and down, verifying the grind depth looks correct. Keeping your press running all day without slugs pulling and stopping valuable production time is essential for a profitable business. Your new SlugKeeper machine is small enough to be used inside a press, saving you the time of pulling the die out of the press and taking it to the tool room when slug problems arise. Simply begin by cutting the strip and removing the strip from the tool. Place the SlugKeeper machine into the die on a flat surface, positioning it perpendicular to the edge you want to grind. Adjust the grinder to the position you want before you grind. Move it close so that the grinding bit is near the edge. Turn the magnet on to hold it in position. Verify that the grinding wheel will go deep enough, approximately a 3/16 of an inch below the top of your die surface. At that point, plug in your air hose and turn on your air grinder. Using the micrometer adjustment, move the grinding wheel close to the edge of the die block. At the same time, move it up and down until you see a slight groove on the edge of the block. Turn on the micrometer and set it to 0 by holding the on-off 0 set button in for about 30 seconds. You will see the numbers change to all zeros. Be sure the micrometer lock is snug, or the micrometer can vibrate, causing it to move on its own. Now you want to adjust the wheel into the edge of the die opening a few tenths at a time while pushing the plunger unit down and allowing it to come up, causing the grinding bit to go up and down, grinding a precision retention groove at the recommended angle into the die edge. The suggested depth and angle is shown in the operation manual. The deeper you can go without causing a burr on the final stamped part, the better. The SlugKeeper machine can be used on any standard surface grinder. Place the machine and the die insert or bushing on the magnet. The surface grinder magnet will hold the insert or bushing in place, while the SlugKeeper machine is putting the slug retention groove into the opening. With the SlugKeeper machine magnet on, we now place the die insert or bushing in position, under the grinding wheel. Position it close to the edge that you would like to grind. Turn on the surface grinder magnet and move the grinding wheel, using the micrometer to closely position where you want to grind. At this time, turn on the grinding wheel and begin to move it up and down until you see a slight groove on the die opening edge. Once that's accomplished, reset the micrometer to 0 and, adjusting a few tenths at a time, come up and down until you get the groove the desired depth shown on the micrometer readout. Because the slug retention machine is lightweight and portable, you can use it anywhere in your shop, anytime. Return your machine to the handy carrying case that holds and protects your machine when it's not in use.
If you purchased the SlugKeeper Slug retention machine with a microscope and tablet display, please continue watching for the following operating instructions. Using the SlugKeeper to stop slugs from pulling is now much easier thanks to the high-powered microscope and tablet display attachments you have purchased for the standard SlugKeeper machine. With this new system, very small openings are now easily visible, making the SlugKeeper even more effortless to operate. Simply secure your SlugKeeper on your work surface with a magnet. Then, slide the tablet onto the top of the tablet post holder. You can adjust the magnetic microscope holder to position the camera exactly where you need it to view the SlugKeeper grooves being ground into the die. This camera also comes with its own 3-way adjustable light. Simply tap the button on the right of the holder to adjust light brightness. Your SlugKeeper Slug retention machine, now enhanced with these high-tech accessories, is more ready than ever to help your company eliminate the problem of slugs pulling in the stamping process.
Slugs are small, but can cost your company big money. Use your SlugKeeper machine to make sure your dies and stamped parts are free of this nuisance every time. Contact DTC Products at 630-513-3323 if you have any questions or need additional information.